Hey everyone, it's Aradna. It's been a couple of weeks since I've recorded a video. I was out of town last weekend, which is why the video didn't go up on time. I didn't take my laptop along because I assumed I could use my mom's. So I took my hard drive and then it turned out my mom's laptop wasn't working. So I'm hoping to get a few videos filmed and ready to be uploaded on time. We'll see how it goes. The first of Charby at Not Just Fiction's June off-tangent thoughts prompts went up, and I'm going to be honest, I misread the prompt. Initially, I assumed it said the thoughts you have when you see someone reading the same book as you. The prompt actually is the thoughts you have when you see someone reading a good book, or you know someone who is reading a good book. Both prompts, I've never actually come across someone reading either the same book or a good book, unless I'm in a library or a bookstore. Then I've seen people browsing, and then my thought process usually goes, don't walk up to them, it's weird, don't tell them about the spoiler, don't, just walk away. But in the case of good books, I do have a few friends I like to recommend books to, so when I know they're reading the books, depending on the person, I do have an internal sort of squee meter, I guess, in a sense. It's mostly me reminding myself that I cannot spoil the book for them. I cannot message them to tell them about anything about the character. I cannot spoil the book for them, basically. Recently, actually, I recommended a book to my best friend. She is, as far as I know, currently still reading it. She's more than halfway through, and thankfully, she sends me updates, because if she didn't, I would be sitting here on my hands and trying to keep myself from messaging her to ask her if she has reached certain points in the novel. What she does is she likes to send me photos of passages in the books, which is great because then I know exactly where she is and I can measure my responses to her reactions accordingly. I do not so much lend my books to people because A, I live away from most of my friends who read, and B, the last time I lent a book to a friend, she had it for a year and she still didn't read it. She thinks I've let that go. I have not. Now, because I had initially thought the prompt was about reading the same book as me, I had appropriately enough, an off-tangent idea for this video. I thought about, well, books, people who have doubles of books or multiple copies of the same book. And I realized something. I do not own a single double or multiple copy of books. It's not something I was into until the last year or so, where now I understand the appeal. Better late than never. Whether or not I will actually go out there and buy double copies of books is up in the air, but there are at least a couple of books I want 2 or more copies of, and I thought I would make a list. The first book that I definitely want to try and get a second copy of is When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon. I own the paperback, and I had waited for the paperback to come out when I bought this book because I was never into hardcovers. Again, a little late, but now I understand the appeal, and because I have the hardcover of From Twinkle with Love, and because I want the hardcover of There's Something About Sweetie, I really want to get the hardcover of When Dimple Met Rishi because it is gorgeous and I want a matching set. Another book I want a second copy of, Mirage by Somaiya Daud. Now, the copies we have here are this beautiful teal ones. I've seen the purple ones and I really want the hardcover in purple, but I don't know how to order them, so we will see. Maybe they'll be on sale later this year. I'm hoping. Okay, this one, it's less of a hardcover thing and more the fact that my copy of Angelfall does not match the size of my copy of the other 2 books in the series, and I really, well, I don't mind that so much, except I kind of do, I think. I just like matching sets, and this isn't the only series that I find the set does not match. My copy of the Starbound trilogy, the first book, is a little bit different from the other 2, and I'm not sure if that's because they were printed differently and there's no same matching set copy. But if I could, I would love to get the copies that match my full set. And then, well, I wouldn't own doubles because I would probably sell this and these Broken Stars so that I would just have the matching sets. So that probably shouldn't go on this list. Now, the final book I'm going to put on this list is Wilder Girls by Rory Power. I have not read this yet. I plan to read it by this month. But I do want a completed copy of this book because I've heard nothing but good things from the people who've read it. I have an arc of it from Pansing, and well, it is very nice in color, but it's not the final copy, it is not the final cover, and I would love that. So that was my off-tangent thoughts. Do you own multiple copies of the same book? If so, what are your thoughts on them? Which ones do you own multiple copies of? Do you like having multiple copies? Why? And if you have done a off-tangent thoughts for this prompt, link them to me and I would love to see them. Until next time,